Sports Interactive, they need to address youth development in Football Manager 23. Why? It shouldn't be possible for a 17-year-old playing top flight football to register 5 8s in a row and a 7.8 to give you an average of 7.98 in 6 appearances. How is that even possible? And this is going to lead to even bigger issues down the line. Welcome to the channel. This is a place where you'll find me doing content on the game Football Manager. Lately, if you've been following my streams, you know I've been playing without attributes. And along the way, while I was playing without attributes and using stats only, well, that's going to be the focus of another show. The game became a lot more easier. So we're going to do a video on that very soon. But meanwhile, back here, I want to talk about why youth development needs to be nuked. Now, if you go into the game, should it be possible for you to get a youth player to generate 7.98 in 6 appearances? Is that even possible? So when I saw this player's ratings, I signed him without even looking at his attributes because it's unheard of. Top tier football, average of 7.98. I didn't hesitate. I didn't even look at his attributes. I just signed him, brought him to my club. Now, this is the player that we signed. His name, Lucas Eduardo. We signed him for 16 million at this point in time. Look at his attributes. These attributes are pretty good. However, in the 3 seasons he was with us, he actually exploded in terms of his development. Turned into a world goalkeeper of the year before he turned 21. I was kind of stunned. It didn't take long for the AI to come in and, make an offer for him, 70 million. Of course, if you want to know how I found him, it's pretty easy. I've done a video on how you can find super keepers in the game. It doesn't take too much effort. My 5-year-old son can do it on his own right now, so he normally scouts goalkeepers for me. It is just too easy right now in the game for youth players to explode in terms of development. He was only with us for like 3 seasons. In those 3 seasons, he had an insane amount of development in terms of attributes. His aerial rate jumped up. His one-on-ones jumped up. Overall, mental attributes also jumped up. His positioning 2, his vision 3. By the time he left us, there's no way to say this, but he is the world's best goalkeeper at the moment right now in the game. One might be thinking I've got some kind of insane training schedule, or I might have 5-star coaches everywhere. I mean, in terms of the kind of coaches I have, yes, I do have 2 decent coaches. I mean, they give me 4 stars and maybe 4.5 stars. And if you're looking at my facilities, they're pretty decent facilities for the size of Palermo. But what's interesting is if you look at my training schedules, now these are the 2 training schedules that I use. Can you identify where in these training schedules I have goalkeeper training? The only thing here that will give goalkeeper training is probably match practice. Now, of course, all these schedules have a small component for goalkeeper training, right? So it's not like when you ask your team to train, the goalkeepers don't train. They do. It's a small component, but I didn't set up a specific kind of training schedule for goalkeepers. Now, this is once my team has gained tactical familiarity. Before they gain tactical familiarity, they use this training schedule. This is my balanced early season training schedule, which I use until they gain tactical familiarity. And as you can see from this schedule, all I have here that might influence the goalkeeper is probably overall. Now, naturally, the rest of these sessions, they do work on the goalkeeper's attributes, but they're not like focused on the goalkeeper's attributes. It's just like, while you're training, maybe you do a 5v5, you have one goalkeeper on one side, you have another goalkeeper on one side. Yeah, the saving shots that are taken at the goalkeeper. It's way too easy for us to find overpowered newgens in the game. 2, it doesn't take a lot of effort for these newgens to become superstars. 3, we need to do something about this because there are 2 issues with this. 1, AI squad management doesn't always recognize these kind of players. If you're lucky, you might find a team that is actually using him. But in most cases, you'll find AI squads hanging on to their players until they're 55 years old, running on the pitch. Of course, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. But what I would like to see a bit more in the game is, 1, we nuke this youth development. We make it harder for players to hit these kind of insane numbers. I mean, it is impossible. I can't even fathom how a player can generate 7.98 in 6 appearances in top flight football. We also need to make the AI be a bit more intelligent in terms of squad management, plan for the future, bring in a youth player, put him into the squad, get him to play well, because otherwise we're going to end up with a game where, it's way too easy for us to bring overpowered players into our squads. AI doesn't stand a chance. There we go. We won the title in 5 seasons. Does this make any sense? Is it realistic? I don't think so. As I need to address this for FM23, and I don't think I'm the only one in the world saying it. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Yes, it's raining. Please excuse the bad weather. It's that time of the year. We have to get our dinghies ready because the floods are coming. Naturally, the crocodiles are also coming towards my house and my garage. I have to make sure that I run away. See you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.